Hey guys, it's Carpathia86 here again. I've got my new verse for you this week and some meditations on it. So without further ado, we've got Lamentations chapter 3 starting in verse 21 and going through verse 24. Yet I call this to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's faithful love we do not perish, for his mercies never end. They are new every morning, great is your faithfulness. I say, the Lord is my portion, therefore I will put my hope in him. So I think this kind of goes along with last week's video of not having fear because of our eternal security in the Lord. I especially like where is it? The last part there, verse 24. I say, the Lord is my portion, therefore I will put my hope in him. Reminds me of that old worship song that on Christ the solid rock I stand, all other ground is sinking sand. Oh, it's so true, my friends. So true. All this stuff that's of this earth, it's going to disappoint you in some way, shape, or form eventually. I know I'm going to disappoint you at some point, and I'm sure even my best friends are going to disappoint at some point as well. That's a lot of words, a lot of times saying the word point. Maybe I need a thesaurus. If any of you want to send one to me, please do. I may be an English major, but sometimes I'm at a loss for words. But again, back to the Lamentations here. It's kind of ironic though that there's such a verse of such hope in a book that's called Lamentations. But even in the darkest times, God is still our hope. Christ is still our hope. I know I'm preaching to myself as much as anyone here, but it's so true. Because of the Lord's faithful love, we do not perish. His mercies never end. Think about it like I've heard it called the great courtroom illustration, where God the Father is the judge. He is the good judge, the perfect judge. That illustrates God's perfect justice. And Christ is our attorney, our defense attorney, and we've been found guilty by a jury of our peers, a great cloud of witnesses, as it were. And our sentence, of course, is death for the sins that we have done. Now, here's where our great attorney, Jesus Christ, comes in. He steps in and takes the penalty for his client, even though he didn't have to, even though he's completely innocent. And through that, we are off the hook. We just need to accept the sacrifice. And that is where the fact that he is my portion comes in, because it's new every morning. There's no sin that God won't forgive. All we have to do is ask his forgiveness and trust that he can and will do this thing. He will forgive us. It's free. He already paid the price for it through his death and then through his resurrection on the cross. That's all it comes down to. So, again, my friends, there is hope. There is hope in Christ. All other ground is sinking sand. Well, that's my message for this week. So all I got to say is, God bless, my friends. And if you like the content of this channel, please like and subscribe and share with all your friends. All right. I love you guys. Have a good night.